Redkin.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Shaner.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Waters.
Here.
Can we stand for a moment of silent prayer followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Interview for the Events, Facility, and Tourism Advisory Board, Adrian Coble. Adrian, are you here? He'll be on the phone. Is he on the phone? Okay.
We're on the air with the City Council. Can you please state your name and address?
Hello, my name is Adrian Colbo, 146 West Gilman Terrace, Sioux City, Iowa, 51104.
Hi, Adrian.
Hello, everyone.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you want to serve.
A little bit about myself. My name is Adrian Colbo. I'm a longtime Sioux City resident. Moved away for quite years, living in Indianapolis as well as Seattle. Moved back in 2015. Been back for about 5 years. Worked for the city of Sioux City as an events producer, and really enjoyed my role working in tourism and working with hospitality and local events like NAIA and Saturday in the Park. Big foodie and love tourism, love travel, and love to see Sioux City grow, and would love to play a part in on this committee.
Okay. Questions?
Adrian, this is Pete Gretkin.
Pete, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well.
Great. Hey, I noticed on your application you talked about gathering community information and feedback. How would you go about doing that?
Well, boy, it's a little bit harder to do these days to gather feedback and information from people, but I think, serving in an active role on a committee, I think that it's part of the duty to have conversation. And I talk to, friends and colleagues alike all the time. So I think it's just about kind of reframing the position of the conversation to see, what kind of ideas are out there. If I'm talking to local business leaders or if I'm talking to, friends as well, just to kind of know and have a better understanding of what is going on in the FTAB, and also be able to kind of take that underlying knowledge into the conversations that I'm having.
I think it's a great idea, and you certainly have the background for it, and I think you'll do a great job. I appreciate you applying for the job.
Any other questions?
Absolutely. Thank you, Pete.
You're
Any other
welcome.
questions? Thank you, Adrian. We'll let you know.
Okay, great. Thank you all.
Okay. Today we'll go to the consent agenda, which is items 3 through 11D. Please come up and speak on that item as I read if you have any questions. If you're in the audience watching on TV, the number to phone in is 224-4996. Any person wishing to speak on an item will be limited to 3 minutes. I'll move the consent agenda.
Second.
3 is the reading of the City Council minutes of July 13, 2020. 4 is a resolution approving an independent contractor agreement with IAAC for management service at the airport. I'll move to delete that item.
Second. Or do we want to?
Should have people understand we're not deleting because we're not going to do the agreement. It's just not all the paperwork is in, and it's easier to bring it back than it is to try to amend. So.
Or do we want to defer it 1 week?
No, they said delete, didn't you?
The contract itself has a start date for tomorrow, and we will need to wait and see what insurance certificate comes in, because it may be later.
Okay.
So it's easier to revise the agreement if it's deleted and
Thank you.
Moore.
Aye.
Shaner.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Waters.
Aye.
Redkin.
Aye.
6 are actions relating to grants. A is a resolution authorizing a police department to apply for an emergency animal care grant for veterinary supplies.
Mayor.
Yep.
Number 5.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad, Jill. Sorry about that. 5 is a resolution amending the Community Development Department's authorized payroll complement by adding 1 neighborhood services project coordinator. B is a resolution of 6. B is a resolution authorizing the Regional Sports Authority District grant application to offset the cost of sporting events. C is a resolution approving the grant agreement authorized by HUD under funding approval for the Community Development Block Grant. D is a resolution approving the grant agreement authorized by HUD under funding approval for the Home Investment Partnership. E is a resolution approving the grant application authorized HUD under funding approval for Emergency Solutions Grant Program. 7 are actions relating to the issuance of checks. A is a resolution approving a settlement of a tort claim and authorizing payment. B is a resolution approving change orders number 3 and 4 and authorizing payment to Barclay Asphalt for the annual resurfacing project. C is a resolution authorizing payment to Global Engineering and Construction for the Milwaukee Road Shops Historical District Roadhouse Enhancement. D is a resolution authorizing payment to L&L Builders for the Convention Center renovation project. 8, approve total payments and fund transfers for June 2020. 9, applications for cigarette, tobacco, nicotine, vapor permits. See the list, come forward if you have questions. 10 are applications for beer and liquor license. See the list, come forward if you have questions. 11, receipt of minutes. See the list, come forward if you have questions. Is there anyone to be heard on any of those items?
Shaner? Aye. Scott?
Aye.
Waters?
Aye.
Gretkin?
Aye.
Moore?
Aye.
Citizen concerns, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, we'll go to council concerns. Pete?
I have none, thank you.
Julie?
I have none either.
Alex?
You're not going to get out of here that easily.
I knew it.
I just have 2 that I wanted to bring to light just in case anyone didn't see them. The first one was there was just a press release that went out about the first events going to be going on down at the Tyson Event Center. The Hump Day happy hours taking place on Wednesdays for the next 5 weeks, starting this coming Wednesday. They're going to have live music, food trucks, drinks available. You have to RSVP for a specific table. You can either reserve a 2-top, 4-top, or 6-top, depending on your family or your circle of people that you're kind of quarantining with. And then they're doing that to ensure that there's adequate social distancing in between the tables. And you can RSVP for a table there at tysoncenter.com. It's kind of cool, local artists as well, so it's supporting that. And then, it should be a fun event, so looking forward to that. The second thing that I wanted to bring up was I had a really good, obviously I think we've all had a lot of conversations about fireworks. A lot of people have been bringing them up and sending us emails, voicing their concerns. One conversation I had this week that I just thought was different and was not just saying, oh, ban them or expand them or anything, was an 87-year-old woman that was very wise when she just said that to me, that maybe, in addition to looking into different enforcement mechanisms or what more we could be doing, she just said that before changing the entire system or the days or banning them altogether, she just would urge us to really think that this year might have been kind of the exception rather than the rule, because people were so cooped up and just wanting to blow off some steam or apparently blow off some fireworks. So just gave us asked for a little caution before we make any decisions. So I just wanted to share that with the council. Otherwise, that's all I got.
Okay. Dan?
Nothing further, Mayor.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Mayor, I believe we may have a,
We have a comment on item 6B, the consent agenda. He might have been on hold before this, I didn't see it, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Item 6B.
Yeah, Sports Congress.
Otherwise, that's all I got.
good afternoon. You're on the air live with the City Council. Please state your name and address for the record.
William Burrows, 4409 47th Street.
Go ahead, Bill.
I just had a question about about consent agenda item 6B. Isn't that somewhat perfunctory? Doesn't the money automatically go to the NEIA?
What did he say?
Want to know if all the money automatically goes?
No,
to
all the
it does
money
not.
does not go to the NAI, Bill.
Good afternoon. You're on the air live with the City Council. Please state your name and address for the
Just
record.
watching the delay.
Yeah, tell him to turn.
William Burroughs, 4409 47th Street.
Bill, we can hear the feedback from the delay in the council meeting.
How's that?
The council indicated in
Anybody have-
response that not all of the money goes to
No, I
the
do not.
NAIA.
But I do know,
Bill, it doesn't all go to the NAI. I don't have a copy of it in front of me, but it
No,
gets
yeah.
divided up.
it's the NAIA basketball, NAIA volleyball. It is the arena, this year we're putting on the arena basketball series. They're sponsoring basketball tournaments in, well, they had one a week ago.
A week ago, there's another one coming, and a dance competition.
Yes,
And there's
and then
darts.
there's another one in August, and there's a dance competition, and there's a pool competition, and a
Midwest
dart
Pool, yeah,
competition.
Midwest Pool, arena dance, there's all kinds of stuff that gets funded, Bill. Okay? Is he still on there?
Bill, are you still on the phone?
Yeah, who was that talking? I'm sorry, I didn't catch him.
Sure. Councilman Grecken and Mayor Scott.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Bill. Rob, would you get him a copy of that budget, Bill Burrows? Somebody to be heard? Did you want to be heard, ma'am?
Yeah, someone was calling in. I think you guys were really fast. I didn't hear you on the citizens' concern.
That's okay.
So I didn't prepare to speak. I just have a couple of comments. And I
Go
know
ahead.
you're-
Name and address,
My
so
name is
please.
Jeanette Hopkins. I live at 617 Pierce Street, the Wilgus Building, and yes, there are condos, 7 of them up on the third floor. I have been emailing many of you concerning the mandate on masks, and as of today, there are 28 states that do have a mask mandate. And there are also states where the governor has given city councils the right to approve a mask mandate, especially in the red zones. I was in a red zone, and our citizens are in a red zone. And I know, and I have heard from the attorney that you work with, that they do not see that the Iowa home rule would apply here. I just have a couple of questions. One would think in a time of a health crisis, the city would have the authority to take action to protect the lives of its citizens. This is not a political issue. This is not Democrat versus Republican, has nothing to do with that, and it's become politicized. This is a health crisis and a very inexpensive way of guaranteeing that fewer people will die in the next 3 months is to mandate masks. The other thing is to socially distance, and then encourage washing the hands. If we mandate masks, that certainly makes it easier for the school districts. I don't believe they're under the same conditions as the city council. I do appreciate that you're keeping that separate. I just have to question why, when the CDC, the World Health Organization, the U.S. Surgeon General, who's a Republican, they have advised and recognized the needs for us to mandate masks. And if we mandate masks, I see no reason why reopening at a set level shouldn't occur. There's so many things with this issue that are positive as opposed to negative, and it blows my mind that we're using this particular issue in the state of Iowa basically as a political issue versus a health issue. The scientists changed their mind in May. Initially, they did say, Dr. Fauci did say he didn't know. They have found since then that the masks do make a difference. Wearing masks and socially distancing in the next 3 months, if all 50 states did this, would save 30,000 lives. I don't know about you, but if it's my neighbor Or my granddaughter, who I've mentioned, has gone through 6 open heart surgeries up at Mayo. I homeschooled her. I have close to a doctorate in education, so I was qualified. A lot of people don't have that, by the way, who are opting to stay home and trying to figure out who it is, is going to teach their children. Mandating the masks would help them. I think that's it. And I know you have no discussion with me, but I certainly hope this is something that'll stay on your plate and that you take a hard look at who it is we're going to let die because we couldn't mandate masks. Okay?
Jeanette, what was that statistic about? Did you say it would save 30,000?
30,000 lives. That's been on
In what period of time?
3 months.
3 months. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and there's a lot more data.
Thank you.
We have a motion.
Second. Second.
Scott,
Aye.
Waters,
Aye.
Gretkin,
Aye.
Moore,
Aye,
Shaner.
Aye.
everybody.